Akuma Major doing not so hot here right now at TI when it comes to the group stage, but have themselves the Monkey King and an offlane Saber Chad Axe to maybe turn things around for them here. As Saberlight says, good luck, Lamau.
Yeah. Hilarious.
I guess so. I guess they all tipped him, that's why. Okay.
Oh, nice little sneaky ward there by Dubu. Smoked up. Very nice.
Oh, luckily that one will live. TSM, they've got a ward as well on this cliff next to the mid lane on the dire side. I don't know how long that one's going to last, especially if they play a little bit shady and sus around the top river in.
Okay, so how they're positioning here, it seems like they want to put the Tiny Katomi with Drow Ranger. Not sure yet though. Maybe they're just posturing for runes right now. So maybe they do Silencer with Naga Siren in the offlane here.
Saberlight is playing a little bit sus around his ward. Yeah, the laning setup as well, still yet to be determined. There's Fishman. Oh,
they're pinging for it.
Go down the ramp. Oh, maybe.
Here is going.
This is completely under a ward, though, for TSM, but they're playing not obviously around it here, actually, so
yeah,
I don't think it's going to be scouted this early on. So the laning setup is going to be, yeah, Fishman heading down bottom. So the double, is that double? No, not double melee lane, double ranged. One ranged, one melee lane. Naga Siren does luckily not hit you from range. That'd be very annoying with illusions.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Silencer will auto attack a bit. I think this Omni Knight is quite annoying though. It's gonna be in his face, spamming Hammer Purity. The mid lane, I expect Leshrac to do very well, but it's this Axe lane where I think things could get crazy.
For either side, like they could pop off one way or another.
I mean, kinda right. They probably need level 2 on Entity to really do anything. But like, if one side goes crazy, right? Like they have the, you can mess up, right? So maybe you're diving the tower too much, or so it can go crazy in that way for them.
Yeah, and Moon has kicked off this lane with the Blightstone. Katomi doesn't have a Ring of Protection, so he's going to be taking lots of damage from this. Of course, 0 armor hero, and that Acorn shot for armor hero. And that Acorn shot doing a lot of against him, I think already forcing out a salve.
Yeah, no, he's taking a lot of damage. Spamming Battle Hunger on him here. Oh, missing the Acorn shot there.
Yeah, but other than that, Pure doing what he can in the early levels for a Drow Ranger. Not the easiest CS, but...
Yeah, so yeah, Tiny, he went the tree grab early. He's got 2 denies and 1 lasted, so maybe worth it, but... Sometimes when you're playing this safe lane support Tiny, right? Like it's nicer to just have toss.
Right.
They do have to respect you way more than. Yeah, it gets a very nice pull off though, so it's good.
It's the Ghost camp as well. Saberlight's going to come in and look to contest. He's actually going to farm the Ghost. Has that 1 point now in the counter helix. Yep. There he goes. First minute of the game for him.
Yep. Dubo playing the bottom. Yeah, it gets a very nice pull off though, so it's good.
It's the Ghost camp as well. Saberlight's going to come in and look to contest. He's actually going to farm the Ghost. Has that 1 point now in the counter helix. Yep. There he goes. First minute of the game for him.
Yep. Dubo playing the bottom lane very well though. He actually gets a stack off on his camp, so now they don't care if they push it out. Can just pull the lane back.
And quite tanky here as well, right? So a lot of other support heroes might not be able... What is that? 23 int he's currently losing. But lots of auto attacks out from Fishman onto him.
And in mid lane, as expected, Leshrac is doing really, really well. It's just very Lesh favored matchup.
Is this just a little bit too much harass from Bryle, basically?
Yeah, I mean, also like back in the day, not back in the day, but like a year ago or so, people would go the Edict, right? But now everyone goes Lightning Storm, and this just makes him a very powerful laner.
Yep, it's gotten some serious buffs.
Entity trying to go on Moon here, but should be too fast.
Scurrying away is just fine. Katomi as well tanking a creeper too, but it's going to be just fine here. A little bit lower on regen, but you know, 9 stick charges, Fairy Fire. He wasn't going to die.
Stunning?
Oh, yeah, actually, it's going to be onto
could be
Pure.
better.
There's a spin.
Yeah.
Wow. And he is deleted. Katomi, he might not be safe. Interrupted his salve to try and rescue Pure.
Yeah, no, Katomi, like, I don't know, he was like, oh, I gotta save him, but he had no spells up, so all he does is, like, make the acorn bounce more, so not the best.
A little bit of a sad point for him there. Stormstormer finding some regeneration at the very least.
Yeah, no, I just want to say that Saberlight seems to be going for Urn here.
Oh.
And then he's even queued up a Spirit Vessel, so I don't know if he'll complete that, but the Urn is definitely interesting here, because he's level 2 Battle Hunger already.
Yep. You can see Katomi is really feeling the pain on that one. Again, 10 stick charges and a Fairy Fire to keep him healthy, but might need to call out another salve or something here.
Something nice for Entity though, Toby's doing very well. Sitting it up down here.
Oh yeah. He's might even have to turn into the carry a little bit here. I would believe Pure in a bit of an awkward spot, but no, likely still he builds, of course, into, well, we'll see what his first item is going to be. For now, of course, just Power Treads.
Oh, and unfortunately for Stormstormer, TSM, they secure both water runes, so yeah, there's no room for him left to get. I don't know. He just kind of has to sit there with no mana, no HP. Yeah. Well, yeah, he's debating if he wants to run home or not, but probably wants to leech a bit of experience from this wave.
At least, yeah, not miss out on the flag bearer creep. Dragging it under tower. He's got Swashbuckle to return to and from the lane slightly faster. Not as fast as, say, a puck, but at least he can get around and does get that flag bearer creep. Nicely done. So we'll take a look at that replay top lane. You can see, yeah, he runs over, gets a salve canceled, and only triggers an acorn shot. It was difficult for him.
Yeah. Toss back in the top lane, but I don't know, kind of is killing himself there.
Yeah. Oh, the
a lot of damage
Blightstone,
here.
a spin here. The creep wave aggroed onto Saberlight, and Frost arrows are not. He's going to die. Pure doing what he can, but he's still only a meager
right
level
when he
3.
got the Urn too. 2 Urn charges on the axe here. Very frustrating.
So what's his DPS currently going to be? 15 physical per second on top of an additional 30 magic a second. 25, sorry.
Yeah.
That's significant early on.
Yeah. No, if Moon lands his Bushwhack here, let's just be a kill.
Yeah, especially onto like someone like Pure. Even Tiny, right? You're amping his physical spell damage with that Blightstone.
True.
Yeah, a little bit, but enough to maybe make a bit of a difference here, especially against a hero that normally just tanks through things. That's how he likes to survive the mid lane, or his laning stage. Hasn't really worked out for him in his favor, as there's just a Battle Hunger applied. And I think of all the players to use voice lines, I'm not the least bit surprised that Saberlight is using them this early on.
Okay, 50-50 here for the rune. Oh, and Brad gets really lucky, picking up a haste.
Well, he's going to just continue running top lane, at least for the bounty. I believe it's Fishman at least who wins the 1v1 in the jungle, so Dubu doesn't get the bounty. Small victory here, but in comes Bryle now, and this could be big, as he is going to say hello to Katomi. There's going to be a stun into the Bushwhack, and an easy kill for TSM FTX. Pure has to cower behind his tower and hope that Bryle doesn't activate that haste rune and go diving. Bottom, though. Fishman is getting ran down by D'Amato, and there's just too much bonus strength here right now on the Heavenly Grace. So he's going to live fairly easily through that.
Yep. And it seems like Brad is sticking around top. Yeah, Moon TP's mid, takes the lane. But Stormstormer is not ready to give this up. TP's top.
Has Rolling Thunder.
Yeah.
And Saberlight is probably going to have to...
Saberlight has Vanguard, though, and Urn, very tanky.
Yeah, I think they make the call that they actually can't kill him here. That is problematic for sure, and like you said, Moon getting experience here, so giving the Squirrel a bit of solo time with the wave, up to 14 CS now, half of what Pure has.
Yeah, already up to 2k lead there on TSM, playing the lanes very, very well.
And it is that Meteor Hammer for Toby, like you called. It's going to be in the quick buy. Seems like he has one component of it on the way, the Crown. A little bit more bonus stats, and maybe that'll help him live through this gank attempt, because Dubu and Moon are going to be able to connect onto him. 3, now 4 Jingu stacks here, giving D'Amato bonus damage. Fishman doing what he can, but very limited response here from Entity. All 3 lanes not going real well for them.
Yeah, basically up 1k gold on every core here. Makes it an even 3k lead. And you can see the Axe actually just creep cutting in front of 2 heroes, not carrying at all.
He's fearless.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally you kind of counter the Axe hero with the support a bit more, right? As what I like to say in lane. Like you'd expect, oh, a ranged hero with an auto attack modifier might do well against them. As I think you're moaning because Tomato gets a kill there onto Fishman, while
Yeah.
Bryle also gets an arcane rune, by the
Yeah.
way. So
Everything going right for them there. Every 50-50 on the first 2 runes here, going in way of TSM.
well, Tomato was going for more, but he's going to be a little bit more restrained. But yeah, everything's going real well. I mean, this Axe, he's a hero that can and will take over games. Is not going to go for that full vessel. Did go back for a Vanguard, a bit more traditional item, and the boots of speed, and has the blink in the quick buy.
Yeah. Yeah, so the play, I mean, they do still have Rolling Thunder here. Moving top. I don't know. I don't know if they have enough damage.
He's very tanky.
Yeah.
Moon Meander would be a much more ideal catch, but he's doing a good job of hiding behind Saberlight, using him as a screen as Kataomi is going to move into the secret shop just to say hello to the shopkeeper. He's hoping he'll be back later to buy something.
Stormtrooper is back yet, so.
Yeah, Entity.
Oh, they're going top? Oh, I missed. That's a very hard catch there. Pure as a ward, just scouting out everything.
A couple of stacks here to try and recover the cores here of Entity at the very least, as Kataomi is going to rotate back to the mid lane and maybe get at least a little bit of experience for himself. It's the best he can hope to do.
Yeah, I mean, they are protecting this tower very well. If Storm's rotations have not worked out... Oh, but here he is.
Yep.
Maybe finally getting a kill.
Yeah, and that would open the floodgates perhaps here for Entity is what they're hoping, as the wand used is not going to be enough regen in a pinball zone, and now with a couple less raindrop charges and dead. Moon Meander, but Saberlight, he's sticking around. As here comes Bryle, Arcane Rune active now, as Pure is going to say hello to him and immediately want to say goodbye. Vaulting away with the Tumblr's Toy. There's lots of dots here. Oh goodness, he is going to tick down as the big old purification out from Dubu, level 3 now, is going to secure the kill.
Very nice. Yeah, the Drow Ranger not quite dealing damage yet, but on his way, I guess. On his way.
Yeah, it's just kind of scary because with the amount of slows they have against you, like Dubu, I was concerned that they don't really have a lot of setup for something like a Bushwhack or for something like a Split Earth, and looks like it's not really much of a concern.
Yeah, I think they finally have to give up this tower here.
Maybe they look towards bottom for Tomato? I don't know. They can try, and they will try.
Yeah, they will try it. It's a hard catch though. Fishman's still not level 6.
And still no Rolling Thunder, by the way, for another 15 seconds.
Oh, okay, nice. They'll get the net.
Yeah, and
Dubu is quick, though.
Curse triggering, Dubu rotating in, all with the Dispel. He prevents, I think, the last word nuke from coming through.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's still a few second cooldown on the roll. But even with the roll, I don't know if Tomato dies here.
Quick rotation, and he has GA, not to mention, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's still a little bit more save if necessary. Look at Bryle. Forcing Pure to TP from his mid tier 2 to his top tier 2. So, I mean, obviously he doesn't want to miss out on this wave. Any bit of gold that Pure can get, of course, is gold that might get him back into this game. But they're looking a little bit desperate now already. And look at the warding from TSM. Brutal right now.
Yeah.
Saberlight has just absolutely no fear of Pure, but can't stop him from dispelling the battle hunger off of himself.
I think Entity, what they wait for, I mean, they want, let's see, Silencer 6 yet? Yeah, so it hits 6. And if they could get the Sleep and Meteor Hammer up, then they have an opportunity to take a team fight here.
I wonder if Toby's going to buffer it like he used to, well, like you used to be able to do in general. On Nagasign was with the Ring of Bazzi, right?
Yeah, you can't toggle it anymore though, so you just have to do the one shift click here.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. If you get the Aquila neutral item, you could toggle, but I don't know how the toggling is weird.
Yeah.
I think there's also like a difference. Oh, they're catching. Yeah, Moon going down again. Yes.
Oh, that was weird. He got tossed up and then brought back down immediately by Stormer. Who's got an Arcane. He picked up an Arcane mid-roll. It didn't affect his cooldown here, sadly for him. So it's still going to be a regular cooldown on Rolling Thunder. But a kill is a kill, even if it is just 2 kills onto a Squirrel. Entity are happy to get something to line their pockets.
Yep. And finally, the Meteor Hammer is complete. So
this is gonna.
I don't know how. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's gonna come in timing with Saberlight's blink, though.
Yep. Yeah. So maybe that's how they get it. Because I was wondering, like, how did they get this fight they want with the Song of the Siren? So like maybe they can bait someone here, and if Saberlight goes in, he sleeps and they turn it.
Fishman, worst for alongside Dubu, actually, both very poor.
Quick smoker. TSM in the mid lane.
Yeah, with their Blink Dagger. And fortunately, they make our job a lot easier here when they literally draw an arrow on the map. They want to go bottom. I can say that with confidence. Kobe here has Song of the Siren. Stormstormer as well has 10 seconds left on that Rolling Thunder cooldown, but they're going to move into the triangle here and instead look for a quick pickoff and the first dunk charge here of Saberlight as they get the kill onto the Tiny.
Very nice. +1 armor.
Infinitely scaling hero now. As Tumato does jump into a tree here to avoid Stormstormer. TSM, they seem a bit torn. They're going to support Bryle here in his siege on the mid tower. It's only a level 1 edict, so it's not overwhelmingly fast. But there's the blink call now onto Fishman. Stormstormer is going to counter initiate. No dunk at least as Dupa secures the kill with the purification, but they wanted to stop a global or really any spells from being cast there by Fishman. That'll leave Stormstormer rolling around more or less harmlessly.
Yeah. Yeah, so like, there's where I kind of maybe expected the sleep to come in, but maybe he judges it like they just don't have enough damage. Bloodstone Leshrac with Omni Knight behind him, like, that's not enough.
That's a save and plenty of heals and soon to be a BKB actually for Bryle, so definitely respecting what might be a very scary Song of the Siren timing. Having to dispel, of course, for yourself against the Silencer also of the utmost importance as he's kind of just running in. There's going to be the GA. It has a regeneration rune in the bottle. There is going to be now the Meteor Hammer, but they're going to interrupt the stun. And, Global Science at least prevents Tumato from getting off the Wukong's command for now, so he's going to jump from through the trees and just fight with his staff, but he's already kind of on top of Pure. There goes the Wukong's command. He's silenced, but still fighting very well here inside the Wukong's. A 3-man call from Saberlight, though! Bryle! Deleting 3 heroes off the map with the Split Earth and the Edict damage. Unbelievable!
Yeah, very nice. TPing, I believe it TP'd to the mid lane there. Oh, just ran.
That's, that one's going into the highlight reel here. Definitely for Saberlight.
Yeah.
Wow, what a jump.
Yeah. We'll get a replay here of it?
Yeah. Nice.
Well, let's see here what he does, because he's farming top, and this fight's very long. And I wanted to point out that, yeah, this Omni Knight just so strong when you're, like, this a little bit ahead, like, quite a... Okay, he tips to the shrine. Just keeps everyone alive. The fight keeps going, and Entity think they can do something here.
Yeah.
Like, but nothing is dying, and then suddenly, here he comes.
Yeah, the zoning Wukong's a beautiful bushwhack as well up for Moon to set that one up. That is, I mean, Bryle collecting the triple kill. You can see how excited. There he is. Happy to see his boy Saber jump in there. Well played, well played. Tumato as well, showing up early to brawl, right, with his Echo Saber. It gets off a really crucial, zoning Wukong's command, which is usually a nice way of saying he missed the Wukong's command. But it does force Entity to group up like that and setting up the entire thing. Really nicely done.
Oh, for sure. I have to say, though, Pure keeping up decently in the farm. Like, it's been a very... Not a lot of space on this map, but he's still... Obviously, he's behind, but... It's not disastrously behind. Like, if you can get a nice kill here, you can catch up.
And he's at least got his Dragon Lance up so he can stay a bit further away from these fights. And a crucial item now for Stormstormer. He's doing a little bit more damage, being a bit annoying as well, actually, with this Diffusal Blade, right? That mana burn, yes, does damage, but also burns the mana, who would have thought? And that's always nice to have versus the Lesh, isn't it?
Yeah. The Bloodstone is a problem, though. So, like, if he's dealing damage, this mana burn will just... he'll just get this mana back from the Pulse Nova, all the damage he's dealing. I mean, my problem now is just that Dubo, quite high level, right? Level 9. It seems like Entity can't deal enough damage to... Like, Dubo by himself can basically out-heal it, especially when he has Guardian Angel up.
Yeah, it feels like either you need to get the Rolling Thunder perfectly onto him and lock him down, and then, well, what's Bryle and Saberlight doing to your team? Because right now, it's jumping Pure in the mid lane, and they don't get the global out in time. Split Earth is still there. I suppose it'll stop any further follow-up, and that's enough, but now without global TSM, there's a lot of opportunities for them.
No, nice global for sure. It's also kind of, using that global kind of stops you from fighting, right? So... No. Let's see what TSM decide to do here.
Right now, it's take even more farm away from Katomi. He thought he was going to get some farm there. No way. And a little bit sad for Stormstorm. I mean, he's had Diffusal for a while now, but has not really been able to use it on a hero. He's still farming up, though, and almost has Blink Dagger, so that'll help him reach the backline to maybe address a little bit of the Omni problems they have.
Jumping in.
Yeah, as he is going to pop his BKB here. That's going to allow him to get right on top of Fishman. Stormstormer, I'd be surprised if he it turns around and he doesn't. He's going to roll right into the easy camp. Do a little bit of farming.
Yeah, and I think, yeah, Saberlight is going for a very greedy item. They're going for travels. He knows they're very far ahead, so he wants to be able to, like, yeah, be wherever, catching.
Challenge any farm on the map, right, that entity are looking to get. And for good reason. I mean, right now, he's a bit of a monster.
Yeah.
I don't know if Entity are going to be super happy to fight into this guy early on. As there goes Moon. Moon just walking up this cliff here. There's no vision here for him. Look, he's just, don't mind me, I'm doing some shopping. What in the world? Wow.
Putting the pressure on there, huh?
Yeah, it really is. Has already this Hunter's Boomerang, right? They moved it from the Ag, nerfed it a little bit, and put it onto the Shard. So that's always going to be a nice one for him.
So I feel like this is one of the best shards in the game now.
Yeah. Definitely.
We saw DJ play this here earlier, right? And he's so strong.
What was he killing? He was solo killing Linas, right? In that game?
Yeah, no, just a few items. Let's see what he... Okay, he's going for Lotus Sword, but you can just go for this Kaya and then eventually E-Blade.
Yeah.
And yeah, then when you're level 18, you're basically with 9k, 10k net worth, you're one-shotting like 2.5k HP heroes.
Tomato jumping around here yet again. I don't know if Katomi scouted him here. I don't think he did. And Stormstormer... Oh, well, now Stormstormer knows where he's at, and Tomato doesn't like what he sees. He'll jump down and away.
Yep. And he has BKB now up, so should be very hard to kill him.
Yep. And I think that's... Yeah, that is... sorry, Saberlight's TP'ing in. And Tomato. Maybe we'll see a smoke, and we will. Bryle was in the smoke, though, and... yeah, broke the smoke immediately, so Entity shouldn't be surprised by this. There's a scan left from TSM, and the scan is going to pop red on these Toby illusions.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But
They have global ready also.
they may decide to give chase? No, right? Yeah, okay. Not going to be that YOLO.
TSM are a little confused here. Maybe he'll catch Fishman here?
And that's not a bad jump either. Is into the trees, Tomato, Fishman. No.
Missed him, yeah.
No, don't want to catch him. Top lane. Siege continuing. Bryle gets to work now with the level 3 Diabolic Edict onto the tower. Toby is ready with the Song of the Siren. There's a global. There could be potential follow-ups, but TSM likely going to be happy to fight. Tomato finds a DD rune. Is that another Gaimin? Did they go right into Roche? No.
Okay. Because they could, right? But I mean, right now, Entity are doing a good job of catching up on the map. They've been farming equally here for the past 3 minutes.
Yeah, Fishman as well. He's just kind of
going in on Monkey.
stalking. His Tomato is in with the DD rune, split Earth, Bushwhack. That's going to lead to no Song of the Siren.
Yeah. No, you could see a surprised face there when the Monkey appeared in the tree.
Maybe only
Tomato, no fear, just going in.
just amazing Grace playing instead of the Song of the Siren. Not really going too well here for Entity. 14-2.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
TSM surely packing a punch here. This is
Should get the
Entity.
tower finally now, right? Yeah.
Bryle also going for BOTs, at least after BKB. But he also wants to be joining. He sees Saberlight moving around the map. He wants to be following him here. Those two can certainly set up kills fairly easily now, right? Call, especially with a Blink initiation, is going to be set up nicely for that split Earth each and every time.
Oh, for sure. And okay, so Moonmeander, he went for Otherlands now instead. So maybe we'll see this Kaya Ethereal Blade build. It's, not going for the Lotus.
And Katomi for Entity, they haven't been able to make a lot of plays here. I don't think we've seen a single Song of the Siren, but that might change now. Pipe of Insight fully completed now for the Naga Siren, so true offlaner item for Toby. But most importantly, I think Katomi is going to finish Blink Dagger momentarily. He's 100 gold away from it on the Tiny, and that does give him some aggressive moves to make.
Yeah. I mean, it would be nice for Toby here if he had level 2 sleep. Like the cooldown, the radius difference, it's a huge upgrade. But I mean, beggars can't be choosers, right? Like they're just desperately trying to get whatever they can. And you have to give credit to Pure, like he's up there in net worth. Like he's gonna deal some damage here.
He's found the farm. That's definitely a redeeming quality about this Drow Ranger, right? Is she does kind of punch because of her passive, right? She does punch well above her weight class in terms of her net worth. She can really easily turn a fight if you're not able to lock her down, if GA is not cast. A couple of ifs here, as there's the first Song of the Siren. Tomato. Oh, didn't have Boundless.
Okay.
No Boundless for a second. Maybe, yeah, the Bushwhack not in time, I suppose. Maybe.
He's looking for Stormstormer though. He's gonna cancel the TP.
Yeah, that he will. And TP canceled, Rolling Thunder trigger. There's also a roll up here, but of course they know that Stormstormer doesn't have TP. The Dire scan lets them know that someone's on the way, and that someone is Saberlight, as they do get another kill onto Fishman in the meantime, and just about impossible to try
Still chasing Stormstormer. There we go.
It's so hard to run from this guy in the trees, and Saberlight eventually gets his second dunk. This one level 2, so a little bit more armor for him now.
Oh, Entity have played the map so well, right? But it's hard to not die when like you're never looking to fight. Like eventually you will get caught. And yeah, Moon Meander picks up a solo kill, I believe, on the silencer there.
Pi, I do enjoy talking just playing Duetto with you, and I try not to resort to the memes, but we just had a match go 3-22. We're about to see the reverse now, 22-3. Seems like we're set that way.
Perhaps.
This Dota number keeps popping up.
Dire's bottom tower.
Oh, I didn't even realize only 2 kills, huh? It's Omni Knight really doing work. It's keeping everyone alive. And I have to say, like, so far the Naga Siren has looked extremely underwhelming. Obviously did good in lane, but it's just not done anything else, right?
Roche being started up though for TSM, and this will fall relatively quickly, and unfortunately they don't have a song for a whole minute, so no chance to see some sort of Meteor Hammer ravage here in the Roche pit, unfortunately.
Yeah, quite sad, right? Like, this is the kind of the entire point of this hero. Like, you're supposed to be able to take these type of team fights 5-on-5, sleep, get the Roche perhaps.
No.
But yeah,
No dice here for Entity. It's still a farm game. But Pure, he plays the farm game pretty nicely. He's almost at his level 3 marksmanship passive. Has BKB, has a full Hurricane Pike, so he's even got some defensive items now online for himself.
yep, has Shard as well, so the Bloodstone is way weaker.
He's got that hypothermia there. 7 stacks is the number you got to watch out for on that one, as Ryle does receive a Dispel. Split Earth zoning out Pura, but now Stormstormer jumping in with his own Blink Dagger, and Toby still without Song, though. Can't really do much to follow up on this, especially because Dubu is just given so much strength here to Bryle on the Heavenly Grace.
Yeah, and the Guardian Angel just reduces Drow's damage completely, right?
Yeah. So, G8 was forced. Ryle is going to use the regen rune, and just like nothing ever happened, he's full HP, full mana, and they're going to continue sieging.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing the thing where you spam the Pulse Nova, right, to keep the regen running a bit longer. There's an Axe Call. That's going to whiff.
So Saberlight, very close to BKB here. Just need 30 more gold.
And that means this period where he was a bit greedier, right, and did go for the BOTs is going to go more or less unpunished.
Yeah.
If anything, it was kind of instrumental here, right, for TSM to be able to play the map as well as they have been for the past 5-6 minutes. And now, well, that tower is just being seeded and conceded at the TSM.
Yeah. So Dubo picked up a gem, and he gave it to Moon Meander. So I'm wondering if they'll... Yeah, he's trying to D-ward here, but all the wards are in their own jungle.
And there's a DD rune scouted as well here for TSM.
Yeah.
I think also Entity should be able to see that with their own ward.
Yeah.
But obviously they're not really in a position where they can contest that so easily. And that'll likely go maybe towards Tomato.
Radiant's top tower is under
Likely, actually. I don't think an Axe or a Lush are too interested in that rune.
Yeah, I mean, so TSM they have BKB on every core, right? And they have 2 travels. So right now they can play the map very efficiently.
And for now, they want to go fighting. The DD rune's going to disappear before Entity's eyes on that ward, so they know that they're going to be smoked up and making a play. But Saberlight, he's going to find only one on the call there. Pure is going to be free to do some damage, but they're going to get the global off. And now Toby free to use the song, but he's been stunned up by the Boundless Strike. And now Saberlight running him down. Toby, oh, he gets the song off the dunk. Just barely missed time, but it's a song to disengage out from Entity. They've at least taken down Moon Meander and a couple of ultis forced out. It's not the worst fight in the world here for Entity whatsoever.
No.
I believe they've stolen a gem.
Yes, so it's a great fight.
Great fight indeed.
I don't know why Moon Meander has to carry this gem around, but so maybe he should have played a bit more passive there. He got caught, right? He starts channeling Sharpshooter. Wait, let's see here. Maybe catching Pure? He has BKB, but he can't get it off.
Yeah, it's going to prevent that from happening. The toss away, but Bryle, didn't even need the Split Earth there. Set it all up. Maybe a second time was going to condemn him. Not needed. Katomi doing what he can there on the toss to try and save his ally, but no chance. And now, I mean, look here, they just mid.
Yeah, I want to kill more.
Yeah, and the call is an old Stormstormer in place. That's going to be through the roll-up, and Tomato is here with immense damage here.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Brylis is going in, huh?
Entity, they are being pulverized one by one into the high ground here, 20-3. And this is maybe a lane of barracks. Ryle has Aegis still for 80 more seconds. Toby with no song still for another 45.
Yeah. No, like the fights do look manageable when they have their global and song, but yeah, the second they don't have their spells, it's whenever Saberlight lands a call, it looks quite hopeless.
Another fortify at least. 732 gives you another fortify as soon as you lose that first tier 3 tower. That's why they got to use 2 back-to-back. And now with heroes respawning, Song coming off cooldown here shortly in 20 seconds.
Looking for a toss back pick, maybe? Okay, he didn't go for it.
Ryle, of course, I mean, he's standing out front is a bit difficult, and now he's going to be able to get a little bit more mana off of the creep wave here with the Bloodstone active. They really want this lane of barracks. They've got the mid now for the important ones. Melee.
Yeah, they kind of don't want to fight into this Aegis, right? It's only 30 seconds left. So they're feeling a bit hesitant to go here.
Oh, but Tomato, he doesn't have an Aegis. That might be a target, surrounded by illusions and creeps, and eventually leak you down to the low ground. He's not really a viable target. But 170 HP and recovering slowly is going to be the melee barracks. TSM, I think they're going to back off, let this Aegis regeneration kick in for Bryle. Oh, with an Arcane Rune in the bottle. Thank you very much.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
Maybe they look to fight more. Entity, though, very strong. They've got all the ultis. They got their, well, some timings completed. But they've got the cooldowns.
Yeah. They have a level 18 Drow Ranger here, so if he gets the hit. But, I mean, as long as Saberlight is patient, right, and waits, he should just wait for his Drow Ranger to show and then go on him. And then I feel like Entity, they have no damage left, right?
Mm-hmm. Saberlight as well, holding a position right where you can break some smokes. Obviously, they expect the move, but his ward on that clip behind him expires, so he doesn't have a lot of confidence now in that particular area of the map. But Bryle, his Aegis been reclaimed, still having a good degree of confidence. I mean, some invisible heroes have just captured the outpost, so they likely know that they were smoked up and have avoided a potential disastrous fight.
Yeah. Now, for them to really like surprise them, they need some sick toss back, and then they need to kill a hero during the global silence, right? So Dubo can't save them. So there are quite a few conditions. It's easy to mess up, but it is doable.
They've got a chance here. Especially in the Song of the Siren follow-up, right? It's useful, yes, of course, for setting up, but it also is pretty good at isolating heroes that are BKB'd, right? Because they can still take full damage and act, and you still deal full damage to them as well.
Yep.
That might be something for them to get going. For now, though.
Smoke. TSM coming in here.
Until Roche is up.
Lumion there, he's just running in.
He is, and he's only hit the bushwhack on a Fishman. That'll prevent an immediate global silence, and now Saberlight's in onto the backlines. Bryle doing what he can, but the dunk from nearly half HP, the instant buyback in global. They're stacking it with the song quite a bit, though. And Toby, I don't know if the communication was there between the two, because now nothing's stopping TSM from flooding through onto Pure the bushwhack. Another dunk. Oh, goodness. Katomi died so fast, Saberlight couldn't even get the second dunk off in time, and they're just right back into the mid lane.
Yeah. Saberlight can't blink right now, so okay, he's actually just TPing to farm. Like, they're just feeling so good about this. They know Roche is going to be up soonish, but there's no stress to get these Raxes. They can get them whenever they want.
And where's that gem drop? They keep pinging this gem on the deck somewhere. I thought the Saberlight had it. Or sorry, not Saberlight. I thought Stormstormer had it briefly.
Yeah. Sure, don't know where they put it.
Yeah, not sure either.
Oh yeah, it's on the courier. He got it now.
Okay.
So yeah, going for a second Rex here. I mean, Pure still has BKB when it's up. They'll have Rolling Thunder in 12. Yeah. These buildings are dying quite fast.
They are. And Saberlight, he's brought the wave already pushing to the bottom tier 2 tower. He has bots in, well, now. No BKB for 35, but he can be back in this fight at a moment's notice as well.
Okay, Stormstormer's going here.
There he goes, and he's got actually Bryle in a good position. If only there wasn't this constant dispel Dubu. I mean, just a big ulti, feeling like it's wasted there. Brutal. Full HP as well. As in goes Saberlight, he is picked up and scouted, but they find a stun actually onto Toby, and they're going to follow up Bryle with the Blink Dagger now, and the Shiva's Guard. Sharpshooter condemns Toby, dead for 45, no buyback. Stormstormer doing what he can as he jumps on in, but he's going to swashbuckle on out. Katomi looking for a tossback, can't get it, and he's on to Fishman. Pure hasn't found a use for the BKB and simply won't. GG, well played is called. 26-3 here, TSM. are going to take down Entity in game 1.
Yeah.
And I think in no small part off of that Saberlight Axe performance too. How about that?
Yeah, no, they're very nice. They played the lane quite interestingly here. Not at all like aiming for skipping the wave or anything. They just wanted to shut down this Drow. They did a pretty good job. Like Pure got whatever farm he could. Like I think he did a decent job, but it was just too difficult, right? He has this awkward Tiny playing with him. Not even a position 5 player, right? And you're playing versus